It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Evil Twin Brewing, and it's a can of their Hipster Ale. It's coming in at 5.5% ABV. It's a slightly larger can. Let me show you the can that I have for here in the UK. This is, if you put them together, it's slightly larger. It's an American can. So, what have they called it? A 12 fluid ounce can. So it's slightly bigger then. I love the artwork on the label. It really stands out. I think with the area you get to print on a can, you really do have to make the most of it and make that can stand out. And they've really done that. I like that. It's always stood out to me whenever I've seen it on websites or bottle shops. I'm finally getting around to trying it. So let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening there. Beer in the glass. Whoa, look at this. So I'm on Periscope at the same time, and somebody was saying that it's Michaela's brother, the Evil Twin. They're twin brothers. I think that's pretty awesome. There you go. So Danish in where they're from originally, but I think they've moved on now to America. Before I get into this, you can pick this beer up as part of the beer club. You pay kind of £30 for the month. You get 10 beers, and you can get that at beermerchants.com. It's a nice way to have a different variety, a different few beers every month from them, 10 different beers. And yeah, I like the idea of it. I like the concept that things get changed up, things are not the same. So check out the link in the description box, Beer Merchants, and away we go with the review then. This is part of the January range of beers, as part of the beer club. So a slightly hazy, amber-ish, yellow coloured pale ale. Nice levels of carbonation, a one finger white head. Let's get the aroma. Whoa, that smells really good. A little bit of candy in there, a little bit of jammy, like a marmalade aroma to the beer. A little bit of spice. It smells wonderful. Tropical fruits galore. Let's dive into this 5.5% ABV beer. Cheers. Oh yeah, really like that. Really like that first taste. The Stone the Crows beer. Then it really is. It's a bit different from what I was expecting. I've got to be honest, but it's something which I think that is kind of improved on from what I was initially thinking. I was expecting this big booming bitterness on the back end. It's more of a soft level of bitterness that kind of slightly rises and moves through, and it's all about flavour rather than a complete rasping bitterness. Don't get me wrong, I really love the big rasping bitterness on beers on the back end. I'm a big fan of it. I suppose when it's missing, you're kind of slightly wondering what's going on initially, but the beer's all about flavour. Up front then you get this quite a large amount of sweetness. It's sweet and it's malty. There's a little bit of toffee in there to begin with, and then it's juicy, marmalade-y, grapefruity hops that it's almost as if they grabbed all of the hop flavour, but they've managed to do that without the bitter. Well, it's bitter on the back end, but it's not your let's be perfectly honest. When you look at this can, it's very dazzling, it's very bright, it's very in your face. And I suppose I was expecting a little bit of an in-your-face bitterness on the back end. It didn't come. It came in a certain amount and then it kind of died away very quickly. I suppose it's the way pale ales and IPAs are going now. They go into to more of a flavoursome. So the flavours are a little bit of gooseberry, lots of pineapple and grapefruit, and lots of kind of orange peel and lemon peel, if you like. It's that sort of flavour that you get from this beer. It's very good. It's very nice. But what I'm trying to say is it's almost like they're changing the whole style of an IPA. Lots of breweries now are moving away from huge bitterness on the back end to, pardon me, more of a flavoursome, well-rounded finish to the beer. And what's my personal opinion on this? I think it's going to take me a little bit of getting used to. I spent some time in Poland where they absolutely love their bitterness. They go raging on about 100 IBU beers and 17, 18, 90 IBU beers. And I gotta be honest, I love that big, solid, bitter punch at the back end. Again, with Stone's original Ruination, I love that big smashing bitterness on the back end that ruined your palate. That was the whole point of it. That was the whole name of the beer. Ruination 2, I liked it, but I think I preferred the original. I think I preferred that big rasping bitterness. Could I get used to the new kind of style of more flavour than bitterness in terms of pale ales and IPAs? I could. I enjoy them. It's a very, very nice beer. But if I found something which I knew was a little bit more rasping and a little bit more old-fashioned in the bitterness on the back end, then I would probably go for that after this, just to kind of ruin my palate. I still like to do that. But this is the beer in hand. This is what we have. Is it good? Yes, it's exceptional. There's lots of flavour, lots of juiciness, lots of kind of... It's very refreshing, it's nicely carbonated, it's a very well put together beer. I like it, it's worth buying. Sweet, malty, hoppy, and then a little bit of bitterness on the back end. Rating for Evil Twin Hipster Ale in a 12 fluid ounce American can. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.